France is stupid. I mean the country, not the Pope. Moses said to lie with a man as thou doth with a woman is an abomination. The Philistines thought that they could become kings by raping priests. If your authority comes from God, that must make me God. The Philistines said, "Ah, you don't like that, do you?" What Moses was saying is, you're not even in the arena. You didn't win anything. You don't own that goat now. Oh, you just want it for yourself. No, and to prove it, now we have to kill it. The church is a Roman outpost, but it is purely ecclesiastical now, because if it were a military outpost, we'd have a good reason to attack it. Since it's not a military outpost, now they're all good little boys and girls now. But you still have the legionary, the Romans, the Jews. You've got the brides of Christ. Divine right means we're building a road. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And then there's the cemetery for the cowards, the ones who come back later acting like we owe them something. In every religion, the ferryman always gets paid, and there's due process is the basis for all currency. Otherwise, of course, it's forgiven if I won't take my foot off your skull until it is. The Hospitallers seized power when the Teutonic Knights accused the Templars of Baphomet worship, blood drinking. The Teutonic Knights were not allowed to be there, so they said, fine, we're just going to rob you, accuse you, and make off with the goods for the Jinglehead Uprising. The Templars would have said, Baphomet, that's not on our list. Baphomet is Pan, nymph of Dionysus, the lesser Greek pantheon god of women, wine and wenching. They're accused of liking women. Sacrilege! That's what it must have been, because to this day, the Hospitallers still drink the blood as he commandeth at Holy Mass. And we don't have female priests. Female sorcerers are forbidden because it's hard to maintain the moral high ground when you're defrocking a woman because her sons are rapists. First, do no harm or you're not a doctor in any religion. Hospital or no goddamn hospital. And that is why you're a wizard, Harry. I got kicked out of the hospital literally by a raging homosexual for trying to pay my bill on time. So now I don't have to pay that bill because you're ridiculous. You're scam artists. I got kicked out of the Catholic Church by police for calling the Nigerian priests Boko Haram and declaring bring the dogs to church day. In Spanish, these people act like they're with us and they commit atrocities and abominations. But due process is obviously allowed. Note that the law is still delivered in Latin. They think they can follow our little boys around for 30 years and make a snap judgment based on everything that their lucrative arrangement on the other side of the Somalian conflict dug up. Snap judgment, 30 years of data read in 5 minutes, like it happened yesterday. After September 11th, even though I was out, I went back to my unit to see if I could get orders. How come that's not in your stupid psych profile? Because Sigmund Freud was a homo. He would charge his patients for grams of cocaine and then do it with his boyfriends. So it's obviously a black market scheme. They want to control the illicit market and use that to maintain control of the government, but there has to be a scientific definition for religion. It's not just a system of shared beliefs between however many jingleheads. Islam is all about confusing these people all at once. And then they use terrorism when it doesn't work, like what they've done to me and my family and my government. Should the police involved go to prison? Well, do the right thing. Not like you were in on it, you were just following orders, right? Why do you think I'm going after Gandhi, for Christ's sake? Anybody can blame the police. That's what they've been doing all along. Keith Riley got run over on his bike after his first date by a police officer who was driving drunk. Well, it turned out it wasn't a police officer, it was a gang member. But in certain religions, it's the same thing. As long as you're just sending the invoice overseas so nobody over here has a chance to get a look at it. Why not use Indian non-aggression like a baffled, like a catch-all? Treat it like Swiss neutrality. It's not Swiss neutrality. The KKK does not have a reputation as the brightest candle in a dark place, but try to play smart, okay? may yet just make a real boy out of you.